All right. It's not too bad of a lag.
Walk downstairs to little mama, opening the front door.
Oh yeah, there we go. Here we are.
At Bonefish Grill, we've got salmon hitting on wood grills that's so fresh, you're gonna feast like a grizzly.
All right, there we go. Go Broncos. Wrong room, but hey, good luck to you guys. Tweet these out. Send out this tweet. Out, getting ready for training camp. Tweet. There you go. Hey, what's up, guys? Yes, it's just Shango now. It's just Shango now. Yeah, me too. Venom, I missed it too, but I knew this season is going to be different from the last couple seasons. This season, I think we all are going to be so far invested in this team like crazy. We're going to watch everything during training camp because we have so many expectations for these boys since what they showed us last year. So, yeah, I couldn't wait. But now that I'm here, oh God, I'm ready for some hitting. I'm ready to see the running game. I'm ready for everything. Who's ready to claim the chip? I am, Chris. I think we all feeling it this year. Coming in this year, and all the Cowboy fans, we all feeling it this year because we saw last year the makeup of this football team, not just what they were doing, what they were playing from. You know, the fight from the finish and all that kind of stuff right here. We saw that last year, and now we can't wait to see it again next year. Let's see what's up. I'm testing everything out. I'm looking at the stream. The stream looks pretty good. Proud of Shango. You worked hard, sir. I'm gonna change this stuff over my head though. I liked it for a second, but I don't know. I'll put my social stuff in a different way next time. But I love this way. The chat right there. I think I'm pointing right to the TV. Yeah. Love the chat. I mean, Venom, I'm getting back to your question. Hold on, I got lost here. What's the thoughts on the progression of Jason Garrett building a team since drafting Tyron Smith? Jason Garrett has done a good job. He has. I didn't want Jason Garrett to be head coach as soon as he was, just because he didn't have as much experience. So I think we went through the learning process with Jason Garrett, and now hopefully we're completely on the other side of it. Because as far as the building of a team, the finding players, oh my goodness, finding players, assembling a staff, all that stuff, Jason Garrett has done excellent at. So I can't be too mad at him. Now, if he reverts to another 8-8 season this year, then there are going to be a lot of people calling for Jason Garrett's head. That was only one season, whatever. So he's going to have to follow up last season with this season to be, to be enriched in like, oh yeah, Jason Garrett is the guy. But he earned another opportunity. What up, Bert Ernie? What up, Elias McMillan? How's it going, my man? Oh, I'm so glad to see you all guys here, man. We're gonna look, get comfortable. Everybody, get comfortable. This is where we're gonna be for like a month. That's just what we do. Bazooka says some Eagles fans saying they're winning the division. What are my thoughts? I still have us as the clear favorites in the NFC East just because of what we accomplished last year. But I kind of see, and I saw it from I didn't listen to these analysts and everything and change my opinion. If you go look back at the video, as soon as Murray went there and I saw they also got Matthews, I instantly saw what the Eagles were going to try to do. They're going to keep that fast-paced offense, and they're going to hammer defenses over and over and over and over all day with those two big running backs. So yeah, that scares me because their offensive line does well, and their offensive line schemes, their run schemes are very good. So the blocking for the running game is very good. So if someone can run the football effectively, as we did last year, they're a scary football team. But still, I'm putting my money down on us all day long rather than Chip Kelly. Screw Chip Kelly. What's up? I'm always hungry. He says, I always watch your videos. I've been watching you for years, and usually you do a good job not getting your hopes up. Why so? No. I'm not. Okay. I'm always hungry. I'm not like, oh my God, we're going to the Super Bowl, because I am really concerned about our running game. I'm really concerned about our running game because I'm looking at it from a different perspective than a lot of other people are doing. They're looking at it like, oh, the yards without contact, anybody can get those yards. Those are free yards. Those aren't free yards. There's vision included in those yards for contact. So I'm worried about that. I'm worried about the dirty yards. You can't get as many yards as DeMarco Murray did last year if you don't get those first downs and keep the ball. the time of possession I'm worried about. The defense barely, I mean, they played a whole lot less last year than they did the year before. That's the main reason the defense was pretty much the same. It was a little bit better last year. However, the defense the year before played good at times, and I told you that at year's end that our defense was playing, up to par at certain times, but they were on the field too long. And if you leave your defense on the field too long, the stats are going to get bad, and then everybody on TV is going to talk about them like they're the worst thing in the world, and that's what happened to our defense. Then we came back and we were running the football, holding the football, and keeping our defense on the bench. Then our defense started getting elevated, the stats started getting better, and then analysts started saying, oh, the Cowboys defense isn't bad as last year, when it's more the running game, keeping the ball and keeping the defense on the bench so they can't mess up or they can't give up yards or whatever like that, give up statistics. Because if they're out there, they're going to give up statistics. So I'm really worried about our running game, and this worry won't come off of me until I see it executing. Until we see 100-yard games back to back, 100 and something yards, because we're probably going to have a running back by committee. So 100 and something yards back to back to back. Like Murray did, I don't know how many 100-yard games back to back. When we start seeing the running game taking over football games, like it did last year, like it did in Seattle, when we start seeing that, then the confidence level is going to go up as far as we can really do something. But I got to see that running game. Nothing else worries me on this football team at all, but I got to see the running game. The pass rush, again, this filters into the pass rush. Everybody, oh my God, we don't have a pass rush because we only had such and so many sacks last year. Again, the defense did not play as much last year because the offense held on to the ball. And if the defense didn't play as much, therefore they won't get as many opportunities for sacks and such. So their numbers are going to be down. See, this is the things that play into the equation that the analysts on TV don't fill in. They just look at the numbers and say, oh, they had a good season last year, or oh, they had a bad season last year, just depending on numbers only. So yeah, I am a bit concerned, but there's a lot of excitement because of the way the Cowboys played last year. And and being honest, we have not seen the Cowboys play like that in a long time. So that's where the excitement comes from. Bert and Ernie, what up? Wow, y'all done flowing in here. No, Josh is not here just now, Richard. I'm going to get him in here as soon as training camp call. And then I probably am going to try to Skype call him because it's a lot of driving back and forth. I don't want to put that much pressure on him. So Josh will be here in a minute. I'm just getting things set up still at this point. What's good? True Silver and Blue, 1992. Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Guys, you don't have to pay any money to watch this. Money is sharing. So if you get a chance to share, just share. And I totally appreciate it. What's up, Ricky Ricardo? Ricky Ricardo, I didn't mean that. Wow. Ricky Ricardo. What's up? Eagles crashing the party. Yeah, Eagles always crash the party. They're allowed over here. We took their candy last year. I mean, we really took their candy last year. So Eagles fans should be salty because after the Thanksgiving game, when they beat us on Thanksgiving, they just knew that we were going this way and they were going that way. Had a trick for them. Richard, I am so excited about Sean. Actually, Daryl Kane and Richard, both of these. Richard answered your question, Daryl. I'm ready to see my boy Sean Lee. I am ready to see my boy Sean Lee because Sean Lee brings so much more to the game than those statistics that are great. All the tackles and the ball hawking skills, the leadership, the him going out there, the energy level, everything Sean Lee brings, man. I am ready to see it again. Favorite Cowboy. Well, if Greg Hardy signs this contract with us next year and is a Cowboy for long term, he might fall in that favorite Cowboy category. What's up, Travis? Off season has been boring without. Yeah, I've been around, man. It's better to come in right now when I'm at my most excitedness, if that's a word. But yeah, it's gonna be an exciting month, man. It's gonna be an exciting month. Eagles own Dallas. Thanks, Eagles, for Eagles Speed for that commentary. Appreciate it. It's not true, but appreciate it. Colin Arp says, well, let me make this big so I can see you clearer. We have all season to get a running back. No worries. Yeah, I don't know, Colin. You don't want to fall into a hole early in the season. You don't want the main thing, Colin. The main thing, and the reason why I worry about this running game, the main reason is you want to have Romo and Garrett confident in the running game, because DeMarco Murray had to damn near choke Romo to get him to stop going kill, and backing out of the runs. So he finally, this past year, they finally believed in Murray. They finally kept the run game, and it worked. So this year, if Randall and D-Mac aren't converting those third downs, then Romo's not going to trust them, and then Romo's going to throw the ball more, which will turn us into the team that we were before last year. And I don't want that team. That team is dangerous. That team can win it all. That team could all, but that team could be 8-8 also. So I don't want that team. Elias says, I think our running game will be different without Murray, but at least the defense should be better, yeah. What do I think about Ricky Ricardo asked, what do I think about the chance that we might sign Chris Johnson? Ricky Ricardo, I am hearing a lot about Chris Johnson. I'm hearing a lot about possibly Ryan Williams not being with the Cowboys. It's just a little bird. They just whispered in my ear earlier, Aggie. But if Ryan Williams is cut, I would be looking for Chris Johnson to be on the football team. Really would. Venom says, I believe we will get free games this year because people will underestimate the running game, especially McFadden. I hope you're right, but I think teams know that we have an offensive line. I mean, everybody has been touting offensive line, so it's going to be hard for us to catch someone sleeping when we're rolling in there with those offensive linemen. Dakar M. I really think Dunbar will produce behind this line this year. Screens and targets. What sayeth you? If Dunbar can hold on to the football and stay healthy, those are his two things. If Dunbar can do that, because Dunbar looks very shifty. Again, my favorite out of all of them is Randall, from what I've seen Randall do. But Dunbar is a good change of pace back, but still Dakar will need someone that's going to get those tough, dirty yards, and I really don't know who that is on this football team. And that's the thing, if we do let Ryan Williams go and we pick up Chris Johnson, then we'll have Randall, McFadden, Chris Johnson, and Dunbar, which none are physical runners. Not one. So, Shango, I need you to find a way to get more of a soundbite of me say acting all cocky from one of my rants. I think Mike and Mike was using it on ESPN. They were using the all cocky or something, but they had cut a piece of that rant or whatever and was running it, I think, last year with their intro. Hold on, you guys are going way too fast for me. I'm in a different chat. That's why I'm not. You're not seeing me read it. I'll go to your chat a little bit later. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Turk Boy said we probably won't have Hardy next year. I don't think we'll have Hardy next year either. I really don't. I hope so. I hope we can figure it out. My gosh, I hope we can figure it out. Because Hardy, along with Gregory, along with DeMarcus Lawrence, and that's a future. That's a serious future. On both lines, future. What's up with the return game? I don't know, Chris. That's a very important part of the game that we need to fill Dwayne Harris's holes, the shoes, and rather. All right, the Eagles fans are killing me right now. What's up, Ed Mark? That GA Boy 17. What's up, Falcons fan? I'm in another Madden league, not my own Madden league. My own Madden league, I have the Cowboys, and I will fight. You will not take the Cowboys. But this other league, I had to get the Falcons, and I'm very amped to play with the Falcons on Madden, man. Y'all, there's a lot of talent on that football team. Devil Slayer says he's calling it now. T. Will has a beast season. Daryl Kane says, I don't know about you, but I have a good feeling that Byron Jones will be a very good player this season. With all the new added pass rushes, the DBs are going to thrive. Daryl Kane, I'm in the corner that believes that Byron Jones, if he is going to be an above average corner, if he's going to be a very good corner, then my gosh, leave him at corner, because the size, the speed, and all that kind of stuff is perfect. But if he's going to be an average, i.e. Brandon Carr type corner, I say we make him safety right now, because the skill set that he has at safety is immense. So I want to see him at safety. But if he plays corner and is real good at corner, man, I'm all in it. Can't wait to see Jones in the secondary and Hardy on the D-line. Me either, Shane Clark. What's up, Mark Heaney Jr.? Coffee table says he's on TV. Yeah, your picture, everybody's picture is on. I like that. I like that it does this. Yeah, Louis Miramonte says, I've heard the Cowboys release Cam Lawrence and Ryan Williams. I heard the same thing, Luis, and I know that breaks a lot of people's heart that were hoping for Ryan Williams this year, but maybe he just didn't get over his injuries. Venom, overall thoughts on our draft pick, Byron Jones and Gregory, and the addition of Venom. I could not be more happy with our draft. The guy I wanted was Randy Gregory, and the fact that we got a athletic member of our secondary before him, and he is going to make Byron Jones even better with the pressure he puts on the quarterback. And then Lael Collins, man, I mean, that was just icing on top of the cake. This was a no-brainer, a great offseason for the draft. Brandon Matthews, Shane, does Randall's probation have anything to do with his play on the field? No, I don't think so. No, not at all. Unless we hear something from Goodell, or I haven't heard that he's pending any kind of suspensions or anything like that. But he needs to make sure he straightens up. I hope he grew up in the offseason. Richard says, do I think Dez should have got a 2-year or 3-year extension instead of a 5? That's a good question, Richard. I don't think you could have signed him with a 2 or 3. You know, in his corner, that would not have been a good thing for him to do. True Silver and Blue says the fact that the Cowboys held on to Randall despite an off-field issue says a lot about the potential that they see in him behind this offensive line. Can't wait. Yeah, man. I know you're right. But then again, True Silver and Blue. I see what you're saying, but man, the Cowboys felt like they were going to get Adrian Peterson this summer. I'm telling you, it just a whole lot of people was wanting it to happen. A whole lot of people felt it was going to happen. I heard a whole bunch of rumors. Jerry was on top of everything, so it could have been that too. It could have been our eggs was in the basket for Adrian Peterson, and it didn't happen. And then we gonna got to pump up Randall now. So maybe that was it. I don't know, because to me, if you saw it in Randall, then why didn't Randall play more than he played last year? Why give DeMarco Murray an ungodly amount of carries when you saw that he was being run, especially at the end of the season, you saw he was being run down. So why would you not run Randall more? You know, so The whole thing on Randall's confusing. I just want to see it. I want to see it out there on the field. Cody Steckman, what's up? Hank Shango, long-time subscriber, first time on live chat. Great setup. Thank you. I'm going to get more. I'm just going to keep this one shot here for today, but I'm going to keep bringing more and more little things into this stream when I learn it, because I've got to learn all this stuff on the fly. Yeah, Michael Young says Jerry Jones isn't going to pay Greg Hardy what he wants. Michael Young, I think so. When I saw how much Justin Houston got, because Dez and Demaryius was getting these big contracts, and Justin Houston's contract was bigger than both of them. What a good Colin Arp, good question. What is my opinion on Morris Claiborne? I think this year he's going to come back. My thing with Mo Clay from the beginning was he wasn't. I hate to say that about another human being, but he scoring the low on the Wonderlic. A lot of you guys took that, that excuse. I didn't like that excuse at all. There were no football questions on it. You remember it. I didn't like that answer at all. It rubbed me the wrong way with him. He should have prepared more, and he should have worked harder in preparation of getting drafted in the middle aspect of the game. And I don't know if he can handle it, if he's maybe a little slower than most players or whatnot. But the thing is, his athletic ability, along with him being in the same defense for a long time, along with him getting to sit out last year with all that success going on, seeing exactly what he's supposed to do out there in the field, I feel like he's going to put it together this year. That's why I would like Byron Jones to be a safety, because if we can get Mo back to where he can play to that potential, and we have Carl on the other side, we got to keep Carl because we're paying him so much money. Then Byron Jones back there with either Church or Wilcox or whatever. Man, Byron Jones could actually cover. Man, it could be so powerful if Mo Clay just comes back. And I hadn't even mentioned Scandrick yet. Secondary is coming around, man, coming around. I'm not on screen. Oh, crap. Sorry. That's another one of my bugs. I gotta fix my camera every 30 minutes it goes out. So that's another one of my bugs. I'll figure it all out. Am I sold on Garrett? Like I said earlier in the program, if Garrett puts another season, a back-to-back season in, then I'm completely sold, because he's set up things perfectly. He's done all the things as far as front office wise, and as far as player personnel, as far as getting the team to play together and all that kind of stuff. He's done. He's really done. I'm with you, Big Slam 21. Mo Claiborne, I got a lot. I got a lot riding on you, Mo. What do I think about the Tom Brady situation, James Smith? I think it's overblown. I think Tom Brady, is completely overblown now. Today, when the Players Association put that plea bargain out and whatever, it made it even more difficult, because now it looks like he did do something wrong. He's trying. It's ridiculous, and I really don't see how much that affects the game. I really don't. I think it's a lot to do about nothing, really. I mean, if you could pinpoint, like for instance, Spygate, you can say, oh yeah, Spygate, they was taping them when they shouldn't have been taping them, and they know the plays, they know the formations or whatever. That's a competitive edge. The ball thing, it could be or it couldn't be, but if you don't have any proof on the score and wins and losses and don't have any proof of how it actually affected the game, it's hard to deal with it. Now, some people said it's like PEDS. Maybe you'll look at it like PEDS, or maybe not. But PEDS is clear-cut cheating. It's like, I'm doing that. This is could be a feel-good thing that he wanted or whatever. So I think he broke the rules. He probably knew he broke the rule, but he didn't know the rule. Breaking this rule would be this huge. I don't think anybody knew breaking that rule would be this huge. That's how I look at it. Week 1, beat the Giants. I'm with you, Benito. Richard said he burned his Murray jersey and posted 2 weeks ago. How would I feel if we had all these players in AP and didn't win or get to the Super Bowl? And it happens. Who do I think will be the biggest competitor in the division? The Eagles. I'm not going to count out the Giants though, because the Giants could have a nice passing game, a very nice passing game. Washington, Elias, Washington improved a lot because to me they took the piece that might be as important as Murray and why did I forget? Former offensive line coach name, our former offensive coordinator / whatever, but he's with the Redskins now. Somebody say his name. I hate when I have brain farts like that. Let me look down because I know somebody said it right now. Bill Callahan. Thanks, nobody. Nobody helped me out. Appreciate that. But Bill Callahan is in Washington, and with that running game that he has there, it could be trouble. It could be trouble. But again, I don't expect nothing out of RG3 at all. Let's see. Any rookies I'm keeping an eye on besides Jones and Gregory in this training camp? I think just Jones and Collins, because of course we're going to be interested in where Collins goes. The other tackle from Florida, I hear he's not very good, so I'm not going to be interested in seeing him unless he, starts blowing things up in the preseason. But I think it's just those two, and mainly it's Gregory, not Byron Jones, because I think Byron Jones has a small learning curve. I'm expecting to see raw talent from Gregory. I was fortunate enough to have been at training camp, DeMarcus Ware's rookie season, and I saw him hit that edge, and it was absolutely incredible seeing someone go around that corner that fast. And I want to see stuff like that from Randy Gregory. I want him to amaze me up here. Thanks, Toymania. Sub, everybody. Please explain how the Eagles took a step back just because of Foles and McCoy and letting go of Macklin. No, I don't think they took too much of a step back. McCoy isn't my type of running back to go side to side, so I get why Chip Kelly. He's exciting, and he can break a lot of runs, and he can be. And after he won that game with the snow, that was like incredible. But I think they're going to the plan of how their offense is built. He had to play with other guys. Now he's playing with the guys that fit his system. So I don't think they took a step back. I just think they're playing the game that they want to play now. Philadelphia is. John Boy. Secondary is going to come around with the help of the talent on the D-line with the flashes first. But then 4 games, get it rolling. Crawford is going to be a beast. I'm hearing a lot about Crawford. If Crawford, and I hear they're going to move Hardy inside some. If Crawford, Hardy, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Gregory on passing downs, they're coming at you. No, I didn't see what Skip Bayless put on Twitter. I follow Skip though. I'll look. Marquini Jr. I expect a lot of DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence reminded me a lot of myself back when I played. It's like when I made a mistake, it was up to me to go out there. I was not going to be happy until I made a play. And when he did that last year, man, he was right there. So I'm a big DeMarcus, because that shows a lot when you mess up, and not only do you not mess up again, you go out there and you make a play on top of that. Those are the people I like. DeMarcus Lawrence, you my man. The Cowboys are in need of maybe 2 wide receivers. Yeah, I saw Cole Beasley dunking. I will be honest. I like ODB's dunk better than Cole's. But it's amazing that Cole gets up there like that at his short height, because he's shorter than me, and I can't dunk anymore. I lied. I could never dunk. Daryl Kane says, I agree, Shango. If you put Byron Jones as free safety to move Wilcox, and I like Wilcox. Wilcox is coming. I told everybody to calm down, because everybody was all hype on Wilcox when he came out the draft. And then I looked at Wilcox's tape on YouTube, and what I saw was not good at all. And I was like, this guy he's gonna need to learn for a while. But you saw, as soon as Wilcox hit the field, you saw that raw talent or whatever. And now he's slowly starting to be a better and better player. So I'm looking forward to Wilcox a lot. Church is really a linebacker. You're right, Derek King. Shango, am I attending any Cowboys games this season? Yes, I am. I will let everybody know. I'm going with Sports Connection, Kathy again, sportsconnection.com, and I'm going with the Seattle game. I'm going to Seattle. I need to see us play Seattle. I really do. I really do. There you go. Now I see everybody trying to help me out with Bill Callahan. Bill Callahan. I talked about that earlier, Brandon Matthews, about Chris Johnson becoming a Cowboy. It is now Christine Michael. Have you heard about Christine Michael? I'm with that one. Chris Johnson. I'm like, Chris Johnson. We got Dunbar. We got Chris Johnson. We got Chris Johnson on the team already. We got a form of him. But Christine Michael is special. Christine Michael and that Now Davis in Kansas City, them two are special because they're powerful. They're fast and they're powerful. I like that. Damian Wilson, Anthony Hitchens 2.0. That's what I love. And see, that's the type of stuff I like. For Anthony Hitchens, I love Anthony Hitchens. I love it. And these are the things that make me like Gary. Finding players like Hitchens. Hitchens was a key cog to our football team last year. Extremely key. Thoughts on Morris? Go Chiefs. Jeff John Boy, got to say, loving the live show already. Props to you. Putting all this together has been a lot of hard work. So I'm going to work hard to execute it so we can have a good time during this training camp. So I really, really appreciate that, Jeff John Boy. I'm always hungry 100. I don't know if Gregory needs to start yet. I'm always hungry 100 because he's kind of light in the ass. You know what I'm saying? He needs to eat some more and be able to handle things on first and second down. Third down, throw him in there, of course. Passing downs, nickel situations, yeah. But we're going to have, look, as we said before, Bill Callahan is now with the Redskins. Bill Callahan is an architect of was the architect of our run game. He built it from scratch. He's doing the same thing for Washington. He drafted Brandon Sheriff, the number one offensive line prospect in the draft. He's doing the same thing over there. So you best believe we're going to get punched in the face with the run game by Philadelphia and by Washington. So we better be able to stop the run this year. So whoever is going to be there on that end or whatever is going to have to show up the run. Dez makes him up. Yeah, Nick says, do I think Dez is going to make Jones a better player? Yeah, he's going to make him a better player. He's going to embarrass him. Starts on 29th, yeah. Starts that Friday. What do I think about Russell turning down $21 million a year? Russell need to be happy he on the team. I'm a big Russell Wilson fan. But Russell Wilson, his game would not compute on a lot of other football teams. His game would not compute with the Cowboys. His game would not compute with the Denver Broncos. His game would not compute with a whole lot of teams that's out there. But him on that particular team with that particular defense and with that particular running back, he can play his game. So he needs to just sign the contract, be happy, make more money on advertisements and stuff like that when he wins Super Bowl or whatever. But him tripping about money, man, because he's not an interchangeable. Peyton Manning, you can take off one team, put another team, or whatever team, that team is going to resemble the same thing because of Peyton Manning. Russell Wilson's not the same type guy. You put him on a different team, he's going to be a different type dude. You put him on a team like Denver, and man, he won't be able to handle the passing or whatnot. So he's tripping. Russell's tripping. You ask me. He's getting real Hollywood too. He's dating these actresses and stuff. Watch out for people who date actresses. Wait, what? Skip said his Super Bowl predictions were New England versus Dallas. Nice, Skip. I like it. Outside of Dallas, because Dallas, I can't say Dallas because that's who I want for the Super Bowl easily. But other than Dallas, I'm saying it's going to be Pittsburgh and Green Bay. Those are the two teams that I feel are like juggernauts on offense. He jumped. What's up, Pop? I'll get back. Pop's in the house. Pop beat me in Madden. Pop, the only reason why you beat me is because my controller was broken. I figured that out 2 days later. I was like, man, this controller don't work no more. That's the reason why Pop beat me. That's the reason why you beat me. I had to figure out some excuse. How Philly took a step back, lost McCoy, McCaffrey. The quarterback situation is a mess. Now, I think, Elias, I don't know. I never thought Foles was any good at all. I thought Foles was playing the system perfectly, but then the next year, when they started the next season, after Foles had that great season, when they started the next season, and everybody was saying Sanchez was better than Foles, and the team was wanting Sanchez as quarterback other than Foles, I thought nothing of Foles. I was like, man, if you have the season like Foles did and put the numbers up, and you come in next season, they hollering your backups should start in front of you, man, you ain't real. Foles ain't real. Sorry, Rams. Mark Heaney, Shango, straight up, what do I think the Cowboys' record will be at the end of the year? I don't know. If we don't have, I'm telling you, if we don't have the running game or something very similar, not we just need a few yards, because I hear that all the time, oh, we just need somebody to get this, or we just need 600 and 700 and 600 from those three guys, or whatever. If we don't have the same type running game, if we don't control the game through the run, if we don't use our physical nature and impose them on our opponents like we did last year, then this year I see the same 9-7, 10-6. I don't see, because last year the running game was the definite thing that tipped us over in a lot of games, and there was a lot of close games last year. It really was, and the running game is very important. What's up, Giants fans? DJ Trackmass. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Do I have a guy eye on the quarterback for the next draft? No, Nick, I'm not. I don't have it. A quarterback is so tough. Unless you're gonna get one of them studs, it's so hard to find one. It really is. I mean, because again, like what I said about Russell Wilson, the quarterback has to come to the right team that's going to fit his skill set. And unless you're going to get a quarterback of the stature of Peyton Manning or whatever, or Andrew Luck. Lucky Colts. How did Colts get so lucky? Am I coming to Dallas, Texas? Yes, I'm coming to Dallas, Texas. See the Seattle Seahawks go down. Do I think the Cowboys can win it all this year? Of course they can. Yes, they can, Jonathan. What up, Derek James Lopez? With them boys, 559. D-Mac will do great. I really hope he will, man, because he didn't do much in Oakland. I know that's Oakland, but he didn't do much in Oakland. Richards as Shango, which Cowboys are better, 80s Cowboys or 70s Cowboys? I just 70s Cowboys, and the 80s Cowboys had Danny White, and Danny White, even though I love Danny White was, you know, the punter / quarterback, the man. He used to put, you know, Roger Staubach retired, and Danny White came out there, and Danny White was putting up 300 yards and putting up yards that Roger Staubach never did, you know. But Danny White could never get us on the edge. Staubach could. Green Caesar. At first, I didn't like it picking Byron Jones up in the first round, but after we got Gregory, and then you couple that with Byron Jones in the first round, it's brilliant. It's what you should ask for. Oh, and you had a good question down there. Hold on. Thanks, Dakar. Do I think Sean Lee will play middle linebacker while McLean is suspended? I hear McLean's on the bubble, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets cut. I just don't trust McLean at all. I mean, I love to watch him play, but I don't trust McLean as far as I can throw him, man. Not at all. And I do want Sean Lee back in the middle. I know a lot of people, he's too weak, he's too fragile, he's too whatever. He's a baller. He belongs. If he can play, he needs to be in the middle of that field in charge. Colt McCoy or RG3? RG3. What up, Landry Hat? I guess we'll be talking a lot during this during the training camp, Landry Hat. Appreciate you guys a lot. What's my favorite Cowboys memory, Marquini Jr.? My favorite Cowboys memory is, I don't know if they're watching or not, my boys from college, 1992. We're having the greatest Super Bowl party. All of us are Cowboys fans. We have Milwaukee's best, and we have crab legs, and we're watching the first time the Cowboys get back to the Super Bowl in a long time over the Buffalo Bills, and it was just a demolishing game. We just destroyed them. And that night, I was on cloud 9. I mean, I slammed the door. I kicked everybody out of my room. I remember slamming the door, and I said, get out. I'm going to enjoy this. It's just me and the TV. And I just sat there, and I took it in with Emmett holding up the... Man, it was the greatest feeling. Greatest feeling. So, yeah, that was my best. That was my best. All right, Matt, try Pop, you beat me fair and square, whatever. Foles was average. Yeah, I think Foles was average. Hey, what's up, Dirty Rabbit? Yeah, Dirty Rabbit, I'm going to have the camera up here shoot back that way during game days. And hopefully I have a lot of stuff. I'm working on the game day setup right now also. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff. But thanks, Dirty Rabbit. Midnight Cat, what's up? Do I know Norb Cam? No, Green Caesar. No, I don't. Do I need to know? I'll look that up. Hold on. Norb Cam, right? Norb Cam. All right, I'll check him out later. Now we have to stop Odell and Victor Cruz because they're going to be machines. They are Al Viva. They are. The passing game for the Giants could be very scary. And they got Dwayne Harris, guys. And I'm sorry, I know a lot of you hated Dwayne Harris, but I was a big Dwayne Harris fan. And it was 2 years ago, down the stretch, Dwayne Harris made a lot of big plays for us. He was very slippery. You know, he had that stab step. Ugh. So he's another one that we have to keep an eye on. I think we're probably gonna part ways if we can figure out how to part ways with Brandon Carr's contract or whatever. His contract is just a poison pill. It's just a problem, you know. And it's not anything to do with Brandon Carr because I actually like Brandon Carr. It's just that his pay level is too high, and he was expected to be a number 2 corner, and Mo Clay was supposed to be the number 1. But he's turned into try to have to be the number 1. Now Skandrick actually is playing like he could be a number 1. So it's Skandrick at 1 and Carr at 2, but then Mo can't play 3. Mo can't play the slot. Oh my God. Let's move on. Aaron York has said the running game will be fine. He has trust in McFadden if he is healthy. Ugh. I hate that if with that guy. What do you think about Dez returning punts? I only want Dez returning punts if we need that punt returned for a touchdown to win the game. That's pretty much. If it's a crucial time, if it's a time when we need a return or whatever, then put Dez back there. I don't have no problem with it. That's just like him catching the ball or whatnot. But him regularly returning punts, no, and definitely not kicks. What I think about schedule, James Smith, I think we got a pretty tough schedule. I think the AFC East is going to be real tough. It's going to be real tough. So I think last year's schedule was a little bit easier with Jacksonville's and the Titans on it and the Texans on it and whatnot. This year is going to be, we're going to have to fight. And that offensive line is going to have to be that offensive line. Brian Johnson asked, do I think Sean Lee is going to be great this year? Oh, yeah. Yeah, good question, Elias McMillan. Thoughts on the defensive tackles? Do you think Crawford can make the league this year? Why didn't we address defensive tackle early in the draft? My issue with the defensive tackles is the ability to stop the direct run game. Okay? Running down the throat. We have fast guys. We have Sean Lee. We have people that if you try to make a move outside, we'll be out there on you or whatever. But we don't have those cloggers. And the Redskins, again, they picked up Stephen Pereira, and they got Pork Chop, Terrence Knighton, and it's just a whole bunch of meat that they're putting in the middle of their defense, forcing all runs to the outside or whatnot. We don't have that in the middle. And asking Crawford to be all of that's a bit much. You're asking Crawford to be like Sue, and if he can, that's great. But still, we have to get some kind of run pluggers in the middle that's going to stop people from going downhill on us. Because I'm telling you, 2 teams, the Redskins, the Eagles, they're going to run downhill on us all game. That's their game plan, both of them. I can tell you that right now. That's what they're going to do. Who do you think will have a better season, Beasley or Williams? I'm pulling for Cole Beasley. I'm pulling for Cole Beasley. It took a long time for me to come around on Cole Beasley because, as I said many times, I was there at practice the day that Cole Beasley quit. I interviewed Cole Beasley the day Cole Beasley quit, and it perturbed me that you quit the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, I was just out. I was beside myself angry that someone would actually quit the Dallas Cowboys, but now I am completely over it, and I am 100% in Cole's corner. 100%. My thought on the Chris Johnson rumors. I talked about that earlier. Landry had about Chris Johnson. We have Chris Johnson on our team. His name is Dunbar. His name is Randall. His name is Darren McFadden. I mean, we have that. And if we're gonna cut Ryan Williams, then go get somebody. Go get Christine Michael. Go get Nile Davis. Go get somebody that got some punch behind his run. Somebody that's going to be be able to give it to him on 3rd and 2. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I don't want to go to those little, wing little passes on 3rd and 2 again. You know what I'm talking about. 2 years ago, think back, 3rd and 2. Hey, come on, man. You don't want to go back to that. What are my thoughts on Brady's suspension? Where was that at? Wow, I flipped down a lot. There we go. Do we think he deserved 4? I don't think he deserved 4 yet, but I want him to have 4 games because I don't want him to play with us. I don't. Venom says you have to remember Oakland never had Des Bryant to pull 2 people out of the box. McFadden constantly was seeing 8-man boxes because they feared no one else. I know, Venom, you're correct. The problem is with Darren McFadden is, with all that you're saying about what Oakland couldn't do and how bad Oakland's line was and how they don't have Des Bryant to pull, all that kind of stuff, the other running backs on that football team perform better than Darren McFadden. That's the hard pill to swallow. All this other stuff, yeah, you're right. They don't have Dez. They don't have a receiver like that. They don't have the offensive line. You're right. Blah, 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 blah. But the other running backs on that team perform better than Darren McFadden. So that causes a little concern. And you're talking to someone who couldn't sleep before the draft because he was dreaming of a scenario where Jerry traded the farm for Darren McFadden. Thank you, Jerry. Again, thank you, Jerry, for not listening to me. I would. Yeah, I'm a Florida T. Yeah, I'm a Russell Wilson fan, but I don't think Russell Wilson's game fits what we do and fits what Jason Garrett does. So no, I wouldn't want him. I would rather. I don't think we would have to suck to get another quarterback. I actually trust what's going on with this organization, and they'll find the right guy. And I trust Jason Garrett's his offensive schemes, because Jason Garrett's offensive schemes are brilliant. If you look back at his the Felix Jones rushing, Marion Barr, all the guys who run for us, they used to have these huge averages, especially Felix Jones. Huge averages, and it was because of the run schemes of Jason Garrett. And right now, you put those run schemes with Bill Callahan with this offensive line, we had something nice last year. Woo! But no, I don't want Russell Wilson. Yes, sir. I'm with you, Big Slam 21. Byron Jones scares me, man. I don't like drafting combine workout warriors. Not that he can't be good, but guys that shoot up the draft board from the combine rarely pan out. I agree, Big Slam. And Byron Jones, when Byron Jones did those jumps at the combine, he flew up. That's why I kind of want him to play safety. Because if you're a shutdown corner, you're a shutdown corner. They know that you're a shutdown. They don't have to wait to the combine for you to run and jump and all that kind of stuff. You've been doing work out there against other wide receivers and impressive work. So I don't know if he's that stud guy at corners. Now, if they see it and he plays like that and he turns that corner and is that great guy at corner, then my God, he needs to be a corner. But, lights. I saw it this time, guys. 30 minutes, every 30 minutes, the camera's going out. Now, do I sound like a chipmunk now, or do I sound okay? Any sound? Any sound? Do I sound like a chipmunk? Oh, good. All right, good. Had a backup mic here. It's not nearly as good, but hey, good stuff. All right, now let me find out where I was before. This horrible. I broke my mic. Look. The piece, I stuffed it back in there and it fell in there. I don't know if I'll try to fix it tonight. Thank you, Julian Gonzalez. Let me go find where I was. Sorry, I'm going back to where I was. Yeah, exactly. Florida T says the best thing about. Hold on, am I still going? Yeah, Byron Jones is very smart. So, again, if you're smart, you can learn safety with those skills, with those freakish skills. Am I getting a new jersey this year? I don't know, Marquis. Maybe I get a Dez jersey. I'm not sure. I want a Dez jersey, though. Kendrick Taggart says he believes Randall can perform as good, if not better, than Murray and brings a similar style. I don't think his style is similar. But yeah, Murray is an MMA guy. Murray is a strong dude, you know, and he's a fighter and all that kind of stuff. So Murray is a different type bat than what Randall is. I haven't been watching Ballers. I've heard a lot about it, Brandon Matthews. Shango, who do I want to be the starting running back? I want Randall. I think Randall's my favorite. Oh yeah, I've seen it, Richard. I've seen Cole Beasley dunk. Why did the boys let Harris go? He's the best special team player in my opinion last year. I was a Dwayne Harris fan. I hate he went to the Giants. Let's say Carr and Claiborne are the top 5 Cowboy salaries this season. Wow. Do I think McFadden should start at Dunbar? No, I think Randall. What exactly is Madden Fantasy? What we play the Fantasy League, London Coleman. That means we draft all 52 members of my football. Like I'll have the Cowboys and I'll have an empty roster, and then we'll draft 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, 35 rounds, 53 rounds. Yes, 53 rounds. It takes all night. Who do I think is going to be the starting running back? I don't know. What's up, Cooley Ski? Merlo the Magician says, I think we can do the damn thing this year, bro. Only thing is I'm really worried about is Philly. Do you think Randy Gregory is going to be a threat to their offense? I don't see Randy Gregory being that much a threat to their offense because I don't see them throwing the ball much. And when they do throw the ball, it's going to be that stuff that Nick Foles did to get his average up so high. It was like one read or two read, doom. It was really quick. He wasn't back in the pocket making reads because Nick Foles couldn't really do that well. Brad Key, I said like 10-6 unless we get a running game like we got last year, then 12-4 or better. Do I think Greg Hardy will have more than 15 sacks? I don't think I have more than 15, no. But missing those 4 games would be big. Remember when there was crap load of boys fans who wanted Johnny Football? I wanted Johnny Football. I ain't gonna lie, I did. If anybody's lagging, all you have to do is hit refresh on your browser. It's your browser collecting information. Right. What's up, Overdose Music Beats? Going on like 5-6 years. I'm gonna be here for a long time, man. But thank you, I appreciate you. Green Caesar, yeah, I love Byron Jones. I'm telling you, I want to see all that stuff at safety. But if he ends up at corner, I'm gonna be very happy. Shiv back says Murray is a power back while Randall to me is a speed back similar to Sproles on the Eagles. Yeah. He's got that shiftiness like Sproles, I'd say, and not that real straight line speed. That's a good comparison. Ravens will probably win the Super Bowl if they make the postseason. I don't think so. Randall was a great all-around back for Oklahoma State. If he can get his weight up, he'll be fine in short yardage situation. Really runs with power. We got to see it though, Dakar. We got to see it. You know, I hope you're absolutely correct, but you know he just didn't play that much. Richard, I'm going to try to stream. Like I said, I'm going to try to stream every day. I'm going to try around this time. I'm going to try to stream every day. I'm really mad at that my mic is dead. I'm really mad. This was an expensive mic. Very. You hear it? Lyndon said he needs help with his fantasy draft. What are my top wide receivers in PPR for me? Lyndon, I don't do fantasy as much anymore, but Antonio Brown, Dez, Calvin, not AJ, Julio, Beckham, Evans, Mike Evans, he's a touchdown maker. Mike Evans, and Andre Johnson. Watch what Luck has a target. I think those are the major ones, and Demaryius, of course. Do you think Hardy will lead the team in sacks? Yes, I do. Where did I get this shirt? I don't know. I can't remember. I had this shirt right at the height of the office is when I got this shirt. Thanks, William. I did, and I thought Julian Gonzalez, he asked, do I think that Dez grew a lot through the contract negotiations? And I do, and I think they were testing Dez a lot too. I think there was no doubt Dez was going to get his money. There was no doubt it was going to happen before the deadline or whatever. Jerry let this thing drag out for headlines because Cowboys are the Cowboys going to sign Dez? Oh, are they going? It was all over talk radio and everything, but it was going to get done. And during that whole time, they were testing Dez's mettle and to see how he was going to react. And all he did was some tweets that were, in my opinion, was just positioning. Like, if you don't pay me, I'm not gonna play. You know, it was just positioning. He wasn't really acting up or losing his mind or being too emotional or things of that sort. And then on top of that, he was showing up at Valley Ranch. He was showing up to practice and just to be there with the team to show that he wants to be there and all that kind of stuff. So I think Dez has shown maturity on so many levels. I'm so proud of him and what he's accomplished in these last 3 years. It's been a long time since I've been this optimistic. Me too. Should we get rid of Brandon Whedon? Landry had, yeah. If Brandon Whedon has to play, we're done anyway. So why are we fooling around? Let's get somebody else and see. You know, I mean, it's not going to happen there. Ryan played Shango. I heard Beasley was returning kicks and punts. Beasley will die returning punts, guys. Beasley doesn't need to return punts, I don't think. Keep him in the corner. For T, I did see Romo's commercial. Yeah. He's trying to be an actor. I also saw that thing he did for the movie Trainwreck with the Trainwreck director when he was calling Tony Romo. He said, "Yeah, Tony Romo is a horrible actor." Yeah, that was funny. Don't forget Ryan Russell. All right, I think I've been going for like an hour, a little over an hour. Good stuff, guys. All right, like I said, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try to fix my mic. But yeah, I'll be on here tomorrow, probably around the same time, and I'm gonna try to be around this time because this is when training camp is gonna be happening, and so this is when we all need to convene, and especially on the East Coast. In the East Coast, this is 9 o'clock. Ain't nothing on TV. Come, let's talk about Cowboys every night. All right, guys. Appreciate everybody coming. Yeah, I did. Joseph Ruiz. I did see Eli's commercial. It was worse than Tony's. It surely was. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Holla at you. Peace.